The Tao Daily Tarot is just around the corner. But here is the main frequency we're focused on: to be fair. So easy to say, and yet so difficult to achieve. But that's the goal, and these are the elements that you will use to get there. Details coming up in just a moment. Well, hello, and welcome back yet again to the Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you very much for being here, whether you're a first-timer, long-timer, cross-watcher. No problem, right? You get that. So for the first-timers, and maybe kind of a quick review for everybody else, what makes this tarot reading, the Tao Daily Tarot, different from every others? First of all, it's archetypal. I use 8 to maybe 10 cards. That's just about it. And the reason is that the Tao, by definition, is the simplest, most direct path. And that's very important because this simplicity allows you to tap in to the frequency that you have available to you right now as you're listening to this tarot reading. It's not going to disappear when the tarot reading ends, but this is the energy that is surrounding you right now. The single biggest energy, frequency, that gives you the power. That's why I don't predict. Predicting invariably gives other people or other things power. Here in the Tao, it is a very simple read, and we make sure it is understandable, usable, and applicable to you. Also, I take a look at energies. I just mentioned that. That's what I focus on, the energies that are around you. And in fact, one in specific, the most critical or most useful, actually, energy around you. I do the hyper shuffle, and I also try to get this reading in about 10 minutes, maybe 11, maybe 12. Because again, simplicity, right, clear to the point. By the time we get to the end of this reading, you should know exactly what is the most important frequency or energy for you to use so that you can successfully navigate your life. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's do the hyper shuffle though. And there you go. That is the hyper shuffle. Let's get to today's Tao Daily Tarot reading. Big, big, big. We begin with the oracle card that says to be fair. This is the overall frequency, temperature. This is what you really have to focus on. To be fair. That's the energy. To be fair. Alrighty, so let's get the details. Alrighty, we go to the energy of coming and going. 6 of Cups, that's nostalgia. Yes, it is things or people you love or have loved. It's that walking down memory lane. It's remembering the good old days. Of course, we don't exactly remember them the way they really were. We just remember some of the good spots or bad spots, depending on what the memory is, right? But 6 of Cups, generally very happy, very nostalgic, going back to a certain feeling, okay? So we now move to the energy of coming and going with 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands, very much future-oriented. Wands, of course, are enthusiasm, excitement, that kind of thing. And this certainly is no different. You see, he's holding one wand in his hand, and in the other, he's got the globe. He's planning. What does he want his future to be like? What does he want? That's what you're thinking right now. That's what you're thinking. In fact, that's what ties in with this card. How can I bring the best parts of my past to my future? How can I do that? I want to be fair with myself. Last year or two haven't been very fair for a whole bunch of people. And this has brought up nostalgia going back to the past and trying to take the best parts of the past, make them their future. We move to the energies of pushing and pulling. 5 of Wands. Just a lot of noise, conflict, bickering, discord, quabbles. You know, basically, what I see the Five of Wands as being is just a lot of subterfuge, a lot of noise in the background so that you get confused. There's no point to this battle. Zero. Nothing to accomplish. But it gets people stirred up, the Wands. Not with enthusiasm, just it gets them stirred up. And that's what's going on right now for a whole lot of people. Just a lot of noise. And they can't see their way through the noise. And they can't see their way back to that past feeling. And because they can't see back to that past feeling, they're having a tough time bringing it forward to their future. They're just trying to be fair with themselves. That's all. Just trying to be fair. We go to the card also from pushing and pulling, and this is the Ten of Pentacles. People want something stable. You're looking for something that you can depend on. Yes, I know the Pentacles are money, but they don't just have to be money, and that's really important right now for you to give that serious consideration, because what you remember from the past is more emotional than it is to do with money. You know, I've heard a very interesting expression back, a few months ago. You can count your money, but you can't count your time. Time. And time is made up of memories. So it's maybe your memories of the past, of the way things used to be, when they were fairer, or felt that way anyway. Ten of Pentacles. This is you claiming the values that are yours, the values that you want, so that you can be fair to yourself and your life forward. Alrighty, we move to the first magnifier card. It is Temperance. Come up a few times over the past few days. It's balance, right? It's balance. It's making sure that there is nothing out of balance, making sure that everything is fit nicely. It's a healing situation. When there's balance, there's healing. So that's really what you're trying to do, is heal your present so you can move into the future. Next card, again, Five of Swords. So again, this emphasizes there has been a lot of noise, and most of it has been just to distract you, which it has done. And it's also because, where it's swords we're talking about, it also has confused your thinking, misled you, misguided you. But there was a lot of action. It was, ooh, man, it was great, right? But there was nothing to it. Nothing to it. It was like the Five of Wands, just a puff of smoke, but it was enough to get your attention. Now we move to the vice versa cards. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles, and you see she's in reverse, not facing forward. That means this action is likely internal for you. You are again trying to reevaluate what's important to me. Why is it important to me? What is it that I am missing? I have to realign my values, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles has automatically. She knows what's important, why it's important, and she knows she is important. And then, of course, we move to the next card, and this is really where you find yourself right now, very likely. Hanged Man. You're trying to get a different perspective, or you're stuck. So much confusion, so much has gone on over the past couple of years that you don't know which end is up, literally. Or you have decided to get into this position so you could get a different view to reestablish your value system. Not one given to you by other people, but one that you give to you. Because you want reciprocity in your life. Okay? It's not here yet, but that's what your goal is. I want a life that is fair, equal give and take. I want a life that is honest, equal give and take, to be fair. At this point, you don't have it. but you are seriously thinking. And of course, you see on the back of his, I think it's a vest, you got the moon and Mercury and Venus. A lot of thought going into this. A lot of thought going into this because you want a life just like it used to be, a life that was fair, that made sense. So there you go. There is today's read. Very powerful, very clean, very clear. The message, the frequency around you now. Find fairness for yourself and others in your life. Please like, subscribe, share. In fact, I think the like button has been tossed. I think it's a thumbs up right now. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So if you can do that, I would very much appreciate it. Every time you come to visit the Tao Daily Tarot, a thumbs up. And always subscribe because it will always be on your daily recall because I do a brand new tarot reading for you every day, 365 days a year. I do. So between now and the next time you and I talk tarot together, not too far down the road, hopefully, blessings.